Welcome to our channel, where we embark on an extraordinary voyage through the annals of sports star stories. In this video, we are honoring the indelible mark left by one of the greatest soccer players to ever grace the pitch. Tostao, 1970 World Cup hero, style of play, club and international fame. Join us as we unravel the captivating tale of a boy, Eduardo Goncalves de Andrade, nicknamed Tostao. Tostao is a former Brazilian football player with a Portuguese name Goncalves as the maternal family name and de Andrade as the paternal. His unwavering passion for the sport propelled him to unimaginable heights. He was born to Eduardo Andrade as the father and Goncalves Andrade as the mother, the 25th of January 1947, in the city of Belo Horizonte in Brazil. Aged only 15 years, Eduardo, like most of the Brazilian player, he received the nickname Tostao, which translates to a little coin in Brazilian language. Tostao, which was just a nickname, became so common with people that all fans and media houses used this name to refer to Eduardo. For an ordinary player, this nickname would come up with some stigma, but for Tostao, he went ahead to become the smartest football player in Brazil, who played alongside the football legend Pelé. Many football fans alluded that the nickname came from his small body frame. Tostao stood at 5 feet 7.5 inches, which is 1.72 meters tall. This made many to feel like he was underdeveloped for an elite athlete, which, to the amazing performance of the star, he proved them wrong. While in primary school, it's said that the legend netted 47 goals in single football game, which to many remain a mystery. From his earliest days, it was clear that Tostao possessed an extraordinary gift. His raw talent and undeniable dedication caught the attention of scouts, paving the way for his meteoric rise to stardom. Tostao's style of play. Tostao had a unique style of play that distinguished him from other players of his days. Due to his small stature and slender body, Tostao was not so talented in the air, but in spite of lack of strong physical attributes, he was a fast, intelligent and talented football star who stood out through his career. Tostao, a left-footed player, had a good timing in the penalty area, which made him to stand out as the best prolific goal scorer in his prime days. Tostao was so talented in keeping balance and excellent dribbling skills, which were envied by every player in football pitch. He was much gifted in precise passing and marking of fellow teammates, with extraordinary control of the team playing abilities. This rare talent among the attacking midfielders made him the favorite of most prominent Brazilian national team coaches like João Saldanha, Vicente Feola, and the greatest of all, Mario Zagallo. Tostao was accredited as the predecessor of the modern false number 9 role in Brazil during the 1970 World Cup title. The false number 9 has been applied by many forward players, including Lionel Messi, while playing for Barcelona Football Club, where he perfected in it and destroyed the opponent's teams. Tostao would use the tactics of a false number 9 by confusing the defenders, run deep from the position of attacking midfielder, and create more space for his teammates, as well as running off the ball. It's from this ability that Tostao was the best completion of Pelé in attacking during the World Cup final of 1970. He could manage to serve Pelé with flicks passes, and Jairzinho in a perfect manner that sounded dangerous to the opponent. With that disclosure, let's get deep in uncovering this sports star fame in the world of football. Club and international fame. Club fame. Tostao made first appearance as a professional footballer aged only 15 years for a hometown club, América Mineiro, in the city of Belo Horizonte. In América MG Club, Tostao scored 46 goals in just 22 starts for the club. After playing for América Mineiro for 2 years, he returned back to Cruzeiro, where he had started his youth career. It is in Cruzeiro Club where Tostao achieved many records in the world of football. At Cruzeiro, Tostao played as central attacking midfielder. Surprisingly, he could score more goals than the strikers in the club. With his breathtaking dribbling skills and thunderous strikes, he helped the team secure numerous titles. While playing at Cruzeiro, Tostao won 5 consecutive editions of the Campeonato Mineiro from the year 1965 to 1969. Still at Cruzeiro, he became the top scorer for 4 consecutive editions from the year 1965 to 1968. In 1966, Cruzeiro won Taça Brazil, the Brazilian national championship, which was contested annually from 1959 to 1968. This win was fully accredited to Tostao. In 1966 Taça Brazil competition, Tostao, leading Cruzeiro as their hero, challenged the Santos, the club where Pelé played. Cruzeiro defeated Santos in both home and away finals. After that victory, the Brazilian press published in headlines, "O Novo Rei," which translate to "the new king." This was an imply that Tostao was the new king of Brazilian football, beating Pelé. Tostao didn't find this report appealing. When asked by the same press how he compared with Pelé, he said, and I quote, "The best I can do is to think like him, but I won't be able to do as he does it." With 249 official goals scored in Cruzeiro by a single player, Tostao record still stands to date, as no other player in Cruzeiro has surpassed that number of goals. In 1969, still at Cruzeiro, they met for a match with Corinthians club. It is this match of the day that would bring to an halt the football career of a legend. In that match play, Tostao sustained an eye injury from a ball hit directly to his face by Corinthians club defender by the name Tostao. 3 years later, in 1972, Tostao joined Vasco da Gama club in the most famous and expensive club transfer of the time in Brazilian football. Vasco da Gama club didn't have the right opportunity to make use of Tostao, as he was in and out of medical consultations following the injury sustained playing against the Corinthians back in Cruzeiro. In spite of the injury, the football star was still at the top notch. In Vasco da Gama club, Tostao scored 71 goals in just 35 appearances, indicating an average of 2 goals per match, which was outstanding. Thank you for keeping up with our Sports Stars Stories channel. Hit the like button and let us roll. International fame. Tostao joined international football in May 1966, when he secured a late entry into Brazilian squad that would present the country for the 1966 FIFA World Cup in England. That was a month away. Tostao scored his first international goal when playing against Poland in a friendly colour match in front of his hometown crowd in city of Belo Horizonte, Estadio Mineiro Stadium. This goal would set a start of Tostao international fame and glory in the world of football at just 19 years old. This impression made him selected by Brazilian manager Vicente Feola in the Brazil squad of 1966, becoming the youngest player in the team. Tostao made his World Cup debut in June 1966 by getting in as substitute for injured Pelé in the group stage match against Hungary. Brazil lost in that match to Hungary on 3-1 score, Tostao being the scorer of the Brazil-only goal in the 15th minute of the match. After that match, Tostao claimed that they lost to Hungary due to old players selected by the then Brazilian coach Feola Vicente to represent the team in 1966 competition, whom were also in 1962 and 1958 World Cup competition. Tostao attested that only Pelé was fit enough, adding that the likes of Jaime Santos, Gilmer, Bellini, Orlando and Garrincha were not in good trim for the competition in England that year. For the 1970 FIFA World Cup in Mexico, Tostao was the Brazilian great hero and most crucial player for the team. It was time now for Tostao to prove himself and redeem the glory of Brazil in the competition, who had been knocked out at group stage in 1966 tournament held in England. The eye injury Tostao had sustained earlier was a bother. In October 3, 1969, he was scheduled for eye surgery to be undertaken by a surgeon, Robert Moura, who turned out to be Tostao hero. It was not clear if Tostao would get back to fitness and play. Dario was chosen by manager Mario Zagallo as the replacement for Tostao in the match against Paraguay in the 1970 FIFA World Cup, which ended in a draw. Tostao recovered from the eye injury earlier enough and started for the final between Brazil and Italy, surprisingly scoring 2 goals in a final match. Brazil, or the Selecao, emerged victorious, defeating Italy on 4-1, and were crowned FIFA World Cup champions of 1970. In the last 20 minutes of the match, Tostao played with tears rolling down his eyes out of being emotional for the win. After they were crowned winners of the trophy, Tostao gave his medal and shirt to Dr. Robert Moura, the surgeon who operated his eye to regain sight. In 1973, Tostao faced another eye complication and decided to retire from football at a very young age, when he was just 26 years. After this sad exit from football career, Tostao joined college and became a medical doctor. Tostao later returned in the world of football as a sports pundit. Thank you for joining us on this journey on our Sports Stars stories. Subscribe to our channel and stay updated for more interesting videos as we continue celebrating our legends in the world of sports.